if it's a good game, all the commercials are just like background noise. You know, I want to see a good game, tight match to the very end, and yeah, it's all about just a good matchup. And you know, hopefully it'll be down to the wire, both teams playing well, and come down to, you know, the very last second.
Just about everything that comes along with football is family, friends, food. Like I said, my family and I are big Buccaneers fans, so just about every Sunday in Tampa, my parents host Buccaneers watch party. And although I'm not there for a lot of them, I do FaceTime them quite often, at least every time we score.
Okay, my favorite experience is, my dad, he really hates the halftime show. So watching his disgusted reactions and his the most out-of-pocket comments on the Super Bowl show and online, that's my favorite part.
I think the fact that everybody stops and enjoys this one collective moment, it enables us to have like a community gatherings where we all watch and experience this same thing. And so I think that is something that enables us to kind of come together for just a moment and find some commonality. Even if our team isn't playing in the game, I mean, we can still have this collective experience that we can all share.
So my husband and I usually go to Sunray Cinema at the movie theater, and we watch it there. And so that's part of what I like about watching it, is because I'm with a bunch of people who I don't necessarily know, but it's kind of like a party atmosphere. I like the commercials and stuff, but that's not really the reason I watch it. I watch it because I like football. I just like being there and experiencing the game with a bunch of people.
The game itself, everyone always says the commercials. The commercials are always fun. But, if it's not your team that's playing, I just like to see a decent game. That's just me. I know everybody has their own thing.
So it's definitely the energy. Last year when the Bengals made it, I didn't expect them to. And while I wasn't, really a big fan of them, it was exciting to watch an underdog like that play. This year is two of the number one seeds, which you usually don't see make the Super Bowl. So it's going to be a very good game. Good offense versus good offense, good defense versus good defense.
Yeah, the Eagles, they've been probably one of the favorites since early, started strong. And the Jaguars almost upset them a little bit there early on with the really rainy game. But across the grand scheme of things, I'm just looking at a team that's very good on the offense and the defensive side of the ball, and should give the Chiefs all they can handle.
I know they've had a few injuries, either last week in the AFC Championship or shortly prior to that. So hopefully, I picked the Eagles, so hopefully that'll help in the Eagles' favor.
As a fan of the NFC, I thought the Eagles did a wonderful job. I'm a huge fan of Jalen Hurts. I think that he really carried his team forward. They had some missteps, especially when they played my favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. But overall, I thought that they did an exemplary job, and they really deserved to be in the Super Bowl.
So obviously the Chiefs are great, and they've been great for a few years now because Patrick Mahomes is great. I have personal opinions about the Chiefs because I don't feel like the refs are, I don't want to say in their pocket, but the refs favor them, and I feel like some of it is because Patrick Mahomes is really good at complaining, right? So something happens, he gets touched and he complains, and then the refs will be like, "Oh, roughing the passer." So I don't love that. I definitely want the Eagles to beat them.
The Chiefs are top in the AFC. They've proved it year in, year out. I think the statistic is Patrick Mahomes has not missed a playoff in his 5 years of being a starting quarterback.
I've been seeing, quarterbacks copy his sidearm throw, his shovel pass. He's just, magic. And the Chiefs, they have a really good team every year. They lost a couple of guys like Tyreek Hill and Matthews, but they're still really good this year.
Yeah, they're going to have a game plan with 2 weeks to rest. I think Andy Reid's record when he's had a bye week is, I want to say it's like, I don't know, it's a lot to a little, so he doesn't really lose after a bye week. So he's going to be very prepared, and the Chiefs are going to do a very good job, I'm sure. It's going to be a good game.
Go-to Super Bowl snack. I think it would have to be, like everyone else, wings, specifically the drumettes, because the flats I don't like. I love the drumettes.
I definitely have to have some chicken wings, but it's just your classic Doritos. The nacho cheesier is my go-to snack.
I'm an eater, so I like all food. You would say the traditional like chicken wings or something, but I'm a person who likes to try different things. So any pretty much kind of finger food or table food, especially if it's something new that I haven't tried before, I'm willing to try it, and I think that's a great time to do it. One thing my family has done in the past is we would cook foods from 3 different areas. So the areas of the 2 Super Bowl teams, as well as the area of the location that the Super Bowl was in. So instead of the traditional chicken wings and nachos or whatever, we would have snacks from those regional areas, and so that was always fun.
I don't really like eating when I watch the Super Bowl, but I love popcorn. Like if I'm watching something, I need to stay focused on what I'm watching, but popcorn is like a thoughtless food, so I think that's the best one.
Pizza and wings. I love eating pizza and chicken wings in the Super Bowl, and the best part is no matter where you go to get the pizza, you can go get wings. If you go get wings somewhere, you could probably go get pizza. But yeah, my go-to is just, pizza and wings.
Various little finger foods. The pinwheels, some meatballs, some chicken wings. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Ooh. My go-to football snack in general are tortilla chips. Sour cream.
So I got the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl because I feel like, Mahomes both of these quarterbacks have come off some injuries lately, but Mahomes, almost through everything, he's still able to perform. And the Chiefs, every year they're already a really experienced team, This is Jalen Hurts' first playoff, appearance, first Super Bowl. And I feel like that inexperience, it hasn't shown yet, but I feel like it's going to show. And, Mahomes, he's already won a Super Bowl. He knows what it's like to win. And I feel like they got a good team, and they're going to beat the Eagles.
I don't even want to contradict what I said before. I think I picked the Chiefs, but man, I'm going back and forth. I think the Chiefs are going to do it, and the difference, as I mentioned, is going to be Andy Reid cooking up a plan, and Patrick Mahomes just doing his thing and being the best quarterback in the league.
I think the Eagles will win. I actually think the Eagles will win.
Well, I think that the Philadelphia Eagles will certainly win. I think it's going to be a tight game. It's not going to be a huge blowout. And what I think is going to be the deciding factor is that, they are being counted out. I mean, everyone is really rallying behind Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think that does something to the psyche of a team. It definitely affects them when they are already viewed as the underdog. And I'm not sure what the odds are. Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe the Eagles are the favorites, but I certainly think that everyone is kind of pulling behind the Chiefs to win this.
I think the Eagles will win it this year. I just think they're the better team. They seem to be the more complete team, and they seem to be clicking at least at the right time as well. A lot of times that plays a huge part. Towards the end of the season, who's going to be clicking, and they seem to be the most. So.
Okay, so I picked the Eagles. I don't necessarily think they will win. I just want them to win. But I think they do have a really good shot of winning because I think that they're a very complete team and they play very precise football. I think that the Chiefs have an advantage in explosiveness, particularly with Kelsey, although I think he pushes off a lot more than he gets called for, and that's why he's always so open. But I think that they maybe have some more explosive players, so I really think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a close game.
I'm not sure who's favored. Do you know who's favored? the Vegas odds. I'm not sure who's favored in this game, but I feel like the Eagles are the underdog because they haven't done it in a while. I guess it's been 5 years, but I would say I want the Eagles to win, and it's pretty much the underdog factor, I suppose, and just not giving Patrick Mahomes the title again, and I want to see Trevor. Selfishly, I want to see Trevor Lawrence kind of move into that elite status, and I think it'll be easier without all the hardware for Patrick Mahomes. So selfishly, that is the reason.